So you don't want to cooperate, you know. And he says, well, and at that point he said, well, then fuck it, I'm going to leave and do my own thing. So I was left by myself. And the moment I called these guys, I says, I don't know if you guys are into it, but I'd like to keep going, and you guys are into it. And they were like, is he in? And I was like, no. And then they came back. So it was like that. But on his defense, not in defense, because those are, you know, and we still respect him, we're still friends and everything, in the sense that, like, if we see each other, it'll still be a good thing, even though we haven't seen him in years. I heard that he had schizophrenia and was diagnosed with that. So if during all that period of time you don't know that you have that, then things happen, you know. And unfortunately, the wounds were too, like, deep to make anything come back. And this is what we are today. This is our family, and it's, you know, he was with us from 1992 officially, yeah, to 1996. Yeah. So you're looking at 4 years. You know, since he came into the band in 1998, that's 97, that's 11 years. This band is, Kataklysm is this band. It's 11 years. You know, we did 2 records with him, and now we've done how many? 6, 7? It's, you know, it's it. This is where it counted the most for us. You know, not to take away anything from the past. He made a lot of things happen for us at that time, but you grow, and sometimes people separate for reasons, and that's what had happened. But we do not regret any of our records. We love them all, including Victims of This Fallen World. That was a record that a lot of people, like, criticized at that time, and now people are going back, buying that record, and loving it for what it is. You know, it was the beginning. It was a little, you know, embryo of what we are now. You know, but I mean, we still love those records. And if you like that Sorcery record, I think you're gonna like the more chaotic edge on this new record too. It's got that element a little bit in it too. So we don't shy away from our past. We're not one of those bands. You know.
Guys were on the road.
We don't.
Oh, I see.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Drink, but
Mostly we don't write that much. We don't write like in the sense that, like, Max has his drum pad and he has his bass and guitar. It's mostly I'll have an idea and I'll be like, what do you think of the chorus if I do this? And then he'll put like a riff, and then, like, me and him more on that part on the road, because he sleeps all day and he's recouping from the previous. So it's me and him mostly getting into the. It's true too, man.
I know.
He gets up at 4. The other tour, we're on the Chimera tour. We're getting right up on the side of the stage. Where's Max? We go in, he's snoring. It's like in the fucking bunk, and we're going on in 5 minutes.
It's like 8:30 at night. I'm still, like, sleeping.
So, you know, but the difference, I think, what we did with this record, we put it together. It took 2 months to write this record. It's nothing, okay? 2 months, we put it together, the basics, not everything. It took longer to put everything together, fix it, fine-tuning everything, the writing, you know, maybe, I would say maybe 4 months, everything together, which is standard for a record, you know. But 2 months, the core of it was done, everything, like, pretty much the skeletons of everything. And we let it sit. That's the first time we ever did that. We wrote it because we had ideas, like so many ideas were coming together. We stopped touring for a while during the In the Arms of Devastation record, that campaign, and took a little break. Some people got mad because we had to cancel a few dates, but just the inspiration was there, so we decided to write at that moment, to stop everything, write, 2 months, get back on the road for In the Arms of Devastation, keep going. And during that time, we let it sit, and let it sit for 4 months, was it?
Yep.
Came back on it. Let's hear him again. And we won't change anything to him. That means that we hit something really good. And we felt it was okay. It's still fresh 6 months later. So that means, okay, we did something right here. Hold on, you know. So after that, we fine-tuned a few things, changed a few little things around. But the core was the same. And, you know, and it's like we were just like till the last moment in the studio. It was just, and the recording process is smoothest ever. Everything for this record has been smooth. There's not one hiccup on the whole pattern, from the video shoot to the photo shoot to the recording to the writing. The most smooth ride, right? Except for him. because he had to like engineer it. That was kind of a rough ride.
Yeah, I mean, I love doing it, so it's like not, it's hard, but because in a sense I don't take much break. I just work like good 12, 14-hour days for months, but at the end of it, you're listening to it, the final product, put in my CV there, I'm like, yeah. Yeah, it's worth it.
It worth the effort, the sacrifice, and yeah. No, we worked really hard. Max's drumming, in my opinion, and I think you guys will find out, is phenomenal on this record. He did a really great job, and we're really happy about how he worked tonight. And at the listening party in Hollywood, people were like really into that part. We're like, holy shit, you know, it's a machine, you know. But you know, he did everything himself. There was no tricks, no nothing. This record is a very organic record. We did like it's.
There's no looping.
No,
we have
no,
loop
nothing.
one part.
There's not one loop.
Everything is played.
Yeah, there's not like, okay, do this, cut and
No cut and
paste.
paste.
There's no cut and paste. This is a record. It's straight early '90s, fucking way ethics of doing records, and then bring it with the modern sound, the modern edge, with a fresh aura around it.
Yeah.
That's what the new record is, you know. And like the European press put it, the ones that I listened to it at the listening party in Germany, they put Kataklysm is the bridge between old school and the new school. And then it says, we can't find another band that's doing that right now. You guys are the chain between both. And I was like, I couldn't put it in a better way. It's exactly what it is. We got the credibility of the early '90s, because that's where we came from. This is where when death metal was born, Kataklysm was at that time coming. And today we're perfectioning it and doing it our way, which is putting all our influences into one, you know, big mold. And that's what Kataklysm is today. And I really think if you like what you normally know about Kataklysm, we're bringing it one step higher on this record. Believe it or not, we're doing it. So I hope you guys enjoy it and come support us.
That's great.
Thank you everybody for taking the time to watch the Nuclear Blast video cast.
And be the first to buy the record May 23rd in Europe, May 27th in America.
And don't forget to check out MySpace on April 2nd. We have the premiere of the first track, Chains of Power. So check it out.
And then we'll see you guys on the road with Shadows Fall and the Summer Slaughter Tour.
Thanks a lot.